Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Hey, good morning, everybody.
Man, busy. Hazel made it back home safe, guys. I know that'll be some of the questions that I get. And Mike yesterday put some more work in on the road, and we are actually kind of riding the drive right now. That's why there's no seatbelts, guys.
Yeah, we're doing a little test run.
We're just in the driveway. We just ran down here. We had to help Lissa out a little bit. The lock on the gate was locked, and it's been through a couple flash floods and everything else. It's a combination lock, and it just needed some BK blaster sprayed in there and kind of loosened up a little bit. It's getting a little stiff, and you kind of got to snatch on it a little bit to get it to open. So something I've been needing to do, and
it got done.
It got done. So, and I told Mike, jump in the truck with me. Well, actually, I went with him. She called Mike to go unlock it, and I said, well, hold on, I want to go with you. I've been wanting to do something anyways.
Yeah.
And then also I figured it'd be a good time to kind of ride this road and kind of see where we're at with it right now.
What needs attention?
As you can see, we're bobbling right now.
This one needs attention.
Yeah, this is where he's working today. But once we get up here a little bit, I'll show y'all a little bit about what he's been working on and stuff. It is night and day difference, guys. Night and day difference. It's I'm telling you, my goal with all of this is to get Tim with his grocery getter up to the mountain. He already called me when I said that in one of my other videos and said, now brother, you know that my truck ain't gonna make it up there.
Yeah.
Tim, we're gonna get your grocery getter on the mountain so you can feel like a real man.
That's right.
Come on. Turn you into a mountain man, Tim.
The vibe, Lissa just left, and she looked at me and smiled so big. She goes, the road is so much better. So if that little vibe can run these roads and without really taking big hits, I know Tim's grocery getter can make it up.
So the goal is to get Tim up on the mountain. So we're working hard for you, brother. We're working hard for you. Mike's been putting in work on this road. It's a decent sized little project right here.
Today's gonna be day 3.
Yeah, day 3 on it. And but it's something that's kind of needed to happen anyways. We needed to kind of get a base down, so when we do start bringing in the shell, I never can pronounce it. I just call it shell. Yeah. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And then also the other rock and stuff like that, we got a nice flat surface and stuff, which will save money in the long run because you're not filling in all the holes and stuff like that. So it needed to happen anyways. And honestly, over the last year and a half, with all the storms and stuff that we had, this road has disintegrated a ton. Yeah. And I've spent, right now, I've got about a little over $2,000 in rock on this road already. You know, so I've already put a lot of work in on this road.
I know that last big flood really did some damage.
Yeah,
washed so much away.
It hurt it a little bit. So, so it's good to have somebody else living out here now that's also responsible for this road.
That's right.
I have gotten a couple of comments like, "Why you got Mike fixing the road?" Well, it's his road too.
Yeah. I mean, the vibe is all we got. I don't want it to get beat to complete death, you know.
Yeah, but yeah, I definitely got those comments like, "Why are you making him fix the road?" I'm not making him fix the road. He's fixing his road. Yeah. This is just as much his road as it is my road now.
Yep. And actually, from here on out, we just went through the creek, and from here on out, man, this road is so nice and smooth.
And this was one of the worst spots.
Yeah. From here to the culvert was
where we just went is where I put all the rock last year and kind of fixed it because I was almost getting stuck up there in the truck. It was so bad. So that's why I brought in all the rock. And this area was still pretty decent. But over the year and a half, the rain and all of that. Right. And also my neighbors, they drive big equipment up here. Tractors and trailers. Tractors, big tractors. And 4-wheelers and all that other stuff, rain or shine, because they got to work with their cows. Right. You know what I mean? Well, we all know, which Mike found out. When it's flooding and raining, don't drive the tractors in those areas, or else you're going to get some ruts and all that other stuff. Which is how the first landing up there got so so crazy, which is now Come On Campgrounds, which we'll take a little ride around there too and kind of show you all that, because we've been getting it, guys. And yeah, it's coming together. So I'm going to flip y'all around and let y'all see the road here from here on out, and show you all the differences a little bit. There we go. All right, I hope that's not too blurry for you guys. Looks like it's decent.
There we go.
Yeah. But so much better, man. And it definitely is better on the old back and the neck and everything else, because this joker will get you rocking.
You don't feel like a bobblehead coming through here.
One of the first big things that you'll notice is we're coming up to the culverts right now, and there's always been a dip here. Always.
Right.
And there's not much of one now. So much better. And all of this had washouts and all this other stuff.
Especially on the right side. On the right side, there were some major washouts, and then right there to the left, where all those rocks are, were some pretty big ruts from the tractor.
Yeah, at this point, this section right here is just as good as what you would get pulling into like a campground somewhere.
Yep. Basic dirt road.
Your basic dirt road. It's definitely coming along though.
Right here to the right was some major dips.
Yeah, right here was definitely one of the worst areas. Here and up by the gate.
Yeah, that gate was.
Yeah, and the gate was still wet. Yeah. So he had to kind of box blade that out a little bit, stir it up, let it dry for a day, and then go make another round. But it helped dry it all out. Yeah. You know, and kind of what we was going. We thought we was going to have to bring a lot of rock in at the gate area there, but it's actually ended up working out. But don't this look a lot better, guys? Y'all have seen this road on multiple videos over the years, and seeing trucks come in and all that other stuff, and it's so much better. There's still a little bit of dips here.
Right here, I can see it. I can see it now a little bit better.
Yeah, work a little bit. The best way to do this, we have found, is do it for a day and then drive it.
Yes.
You know, because you're not going to fill it on the tractor like you will in a car. But right here was like real bad too.
I spent another hour and a half yesterday just in this little 60, 70 feet area.
But this area right here that we're coming up to was one of the worst areas on the road. And it is so much better. So much. Look at that, guys. Yeah. That looks amazing. Still got a little work to do on it. Just a little bit. It's still a little bumpy, but right here in this area, it's still a little wet. So you gotta let it dry and then do it.
Well, there's a lot of shade right here too, so the sun doesn't get a chance to come in and shine.
Yeah. And then right here's the creek. So of course that's not gonna get filled in.
Yeah. Well, we definitely don't want to do that.
One day I'll end up putting a culvert right here and bringing in some dirt and stuff like that. And then this area is where I brought in a couple of loads of shell, and that we did. The hill don't look that big on camera, but it's pretty decent.
I promise you, it's a steep hill.
Yeah. And you can see where it's washing out in the center. I need to put some ditches, and we need to crown this road. And we'll be doing that when we bring in the shell and the rock and all of that. There's not enough material right now to crown the road. Right. It's flat. So it's going to take some time. I really need a dump trailer. If I had a dump trailer, I could go up to the power lines and do like they did at the 41.36. And scrape dirt off of there. Yep. And bring it back here. But doing it with the tractor, it would take 9 million years, bucket to bucket, and $8 million in diesel. So hopefully one day I'll find me a good deal on a good used old dump trailer, and man, that'd be a game changer out here on the mountain. Yep. And also I would be able to go and pick up my own rock and save the delivery fee, which would save money, which in turn would make it to where we could get more loads at a time. Right. And get this road fixed. All right, now we're coming into Come On Campgrounds.
And that's something else I'm doing today. We are going to come back up here today and gather the rest of our stuff and take it on down.
Yeah, there's a couple more things, kayaks and whatnot.
Lissa actually came over here this morning and checked on the tomatoes and everything. They are doing great. Yeah. Shout out to Big Mike, Sid, and Frankie over at 3 Mississippi.
I talked to them yesterday. They excited about coming. But yeah, this is a nice little camping area. I wished I could have had some grass, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Well, there's been no rain.
Yeah, there's been no rain. It wouldn't have grown anyways. And honestly, I would have just wasted $100 on grass seed if I threw it out right now. Because there's no water in this area, so I have no way of watering it. So I have to plant grass over here to grow when the weather is going to be a rainy week or two.
Right.
You know, that way it can start germinating and doing its thing, or else you're just wasting your money. But yeah, this area right here looks so much better. It actually looks like it did when we first cleared it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know?
it does.
Actually a little bit better because it's had about a week to settle, you know. And right here it's still a little rough. We need to drag it a couple more times. We'll probably do that right before the party.
I was thinking right before the party, like that Thursday, one more drag across the whole road, maybe touch it up with the push mower one time. Make everything a little sparkly, a little 4th of July sparkle action.
Yeah, we're going to go down here and
give them another little before shot before.
Give you a before, which I walked down here with Hazel the other day, but we'll do the drive part of it this time.
Before I get lift in here with that, what you call it, bush hog.
Yep, and that might be happening today or tomorrow at the latest.
Little stomp under you.
Yep, that, y'all hear that?
I would really love to actually get the road finished up today by lunchtime or maybe shortly after lunch and get the bush hog on it maybe after, like in the late afternoon, and I can come down here and make a first couple of passes this afternoon, finish up the bush hogging tomorrow, and then Thursday put the box blade back on and touch up the road.
Yeah.
Maybe even, you know, put the box blade and box blade out here if need be.
Yeah. Now, we do have blackberries and stuff out here, guys, so we're not going to do it all.
Right.
We're just going to do enough for the parking for now. And I've gotten a lot of suggestions about digging up some of these blackberries and moving them up closer to the cabin and stuff, which is a good idea. I'll probably do that. There's a couple of key candidates that I seen on a walk with Hazel a couple of days ago. If y'all caught that one.
That was a good bush back there I seen.
Yeah, I'm going to show you the one that I'm talking about taking up there. It's quite a few of them, and man, it is productive.
Yes.
It is very, very productive. So, and I do want to get out here and actually pick a bunch of blackberries because a lot of the red is going away now, and a lot of the blackberries are actually coming in. So, and you got a very small window with these things. So, definitely going to get out here with my snake boots on.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of snakes out here in this high grass. And, and just pick some blackberries. I like to make a blackberry cobbler. I like jams and stuff like that too, but to be honest with you, I'm not set up right now to really make that kind of stuff. But I am set up to make a nice blackberry cobbler. And I can make a mean cobbler if y'all seen on my mama's channel.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
Yep. But all of this, we're not bush hogging all of this. Like I said, it's only going to be enough for the parking. I want to show Mike the blackberry bush I was talking about, though.
Oh wow, it wasn't even the one back there?
No,
that one back there was nice.
That wasn't nothing. I think it's this area. Yeah.
Oh,
look at that.
Holy blackberries! Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not gonna move the camera off the thing. I showed it like 2 videos ago with Hazel when me and Hazel walked down here. So.
Oh, on your other keeping it real.
Yeah, on another keeping it real. It looks like they came down here. See what I mean about them bringing big equipment in here? It looks like they came back down here and cut the hay.
Yep.
Turn around here. So yeah, they're letting this dry out now. They'll be baling this here soon.
Yeah, I seen them. I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday. They were out here.
Yeah. Cutting it down, which is cool.
But actually, when you cut the grass, it does keep some of the snakes out a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, it runs them all over here.
Yeah.
They're all over here in the blackberries right now.
I have seen 3 poisonous snakes so far, 2 copperheads, and that cottonmouth water moccasin.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'll show y'all what I'm thinking. See, there's blackberries all right here to y'all's right and to the left on the other side, and we're not messing with this other side at all. Not right now. Right. Eventually, once I get what blackberries I want to get out of here and dig up a couple of the bushes, I will bush hog this whole area, because I'm going to one day do exactly what they're doing right there with the hay. This will be where the cows and stuff are running.
Nice.
And and I would like to section it off. That way I could kind of grow a little bit of hay. I don't think I'll ever need a ton of hay for the mountain. But if I could get like a certain amount of bales, round bales a year, enough for my year, I think what I'm going to do is talk to my neighbors, because they got all the hay equipment, and the hay equipment is expensive. Maybe just setting it up with them to where they cut my hay over here when they cut this field right here and bale it for me, and then me give them a portion of the hay for their cows.
Ah, I like that. That's
So,
a good idea.
That's typically the way it works.
Little hand washing the other hand.
Yeah. But basically, from about here, where the power thing is right here, to the entrance over there is about where we're going to focus on bush hopping.
Right here?
That'll be plenty of parking for everybody.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. We might do a little bit on this other side, just as overflow.
Okay.
But I'd like to keep it here and keep it to where everybody ain't parking directly under the power lines and stuff, because I heard something about it charging the cars or something like that. I don't know. Better be safe than sorry. But also, when he's bush hogging, I'm actually going to bring Uber out here with the bucket, because we have no idea what's in these fields.
Right.
And I don't want to mess up my brand new bush hog. I'm probably going to drive in front of him with the bucket down low.
And scoop up something in the way?
Yeah, just in case there's a stump or a rock or something like that.
Excellent idea. Because I'm not going to be able to see anything.
No, it's going to be blind cutting for you. So I got the bucket on there. I'll put that down low and just drive in front of him. Once we get it all cut for the first time and we can get all that kind of stuff out of there, we ain't got to worry about that no more. But for now, that'd be a better option. Now let me flip it. Also today, I'm going to be working on the entertainment area over here, which is by the cabin. That's where the grilling's going to be, all the games that I told y'all I got yesterday and stuff for everybody. And probably going to try to get a couple picnic tables. But
I was going to say, and most of the decorations also.
Yeah, most of the decorations will be by the cabin area. So that's what I'll be focusing on today. I will be recording that on Come On Homesteading. That won't be the next video. The next video will be coming out tomorrow. I'm not going to get the Hazel video out today. By the time I got back from the airport and everything last night and did the live and all of that, I just did not have time to sit down and edit. So I'll be editing tonight and get that video out tomorrow. And then the following video will be my part of over here getting ready for it. All of the road work and stuff is on Drifting Dreamers 5. Yeah. I have not recorded not a lick of it. It's been Mike and his buddy Lift right there.
Me and the dance.
Yep.
It's been me and Lift dancing together. Actually, you guys can see that tomorrow. We already have that edited in the chamber with a thumbnail ready to go.
Yeah.
We're going to see that tomorrow. That's going to be the beginning part of the work road, and also me weed eating over here.
Yeah.
And then we'll have one more video finishing off the road, probably on Friday, the first day of Freedom Weekend.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a divide and conquer. I've been focusing on this area around the cabin, because this is going to be the main entertainment area, and getting the septic tank done and the toilet done and kind of all of that. Mike's been working on the road, and one of the days while we was over here doing the septic tank, Mike actually weed-eated the whole yard. The whole yard, guy. We couldn't get the lawnmower crunk up.
That's the video tomorrow.
Yeah, and so Mike ended up weed-eating the whole yard. I was like, wow, that's crazy. But he was game, and I was game to let him. So
yeah, we had to do it. I mean, it was something that needed to be done. It needed to be cut. If not, it would have been a monster to try to mow this yard with the push mower we're gonna get. So
yeah. So I am gonna be borrowing a Country Road Pures push mower, just to do a little touch up before the event. Some of the areas that he didn't get with the weed eater and stuff, because that weed eater was fighting him too. It didn't want to crank.
Yeah.
You'll see on the video. So big shout out to Mike. He's been putting it in. Definitely, it's nice having a co-hoster for this thing instead of it all just being on me. And being able to divide and conquer has definitely been a game changer for all of this. And it's also kept both of our stress levels down a little bit, because we're able to kind of focus on our own little projects right here, and we're bringing the whole big picture together at the same time, instead of it's just one at a time.
I mean, yeah, because if so, I mean, we could work as a team and do one project at a time. But by the time we get to the end, man, we're gonna be so dead, and it's gonna be so much. If we can divide and conquer, it's way better.
Yeah, it's definitely made a big difference.
We can both slow ease into it and knock it out throughout the week instead of,
because we was both pretty stressed by the time we got them down to the landing. Because that project ended up taking about a week and a half longer than we expected for a lot of different reasons. For one, we underestimated it. That's number one. For two, Mother Nature fought us pretty hard. That was a rainy couple of weeks there when we was doing it.
We had a whole day of the saws fighting us.
Yep, and then we had a whole day of breakdowns and stuff. You know, guys, anytime you got a big project like that going, you're gonna have problems. It's just the way that it is. And so we was behind schedule for this event, like big time, and I was stressing. And then plus I got family coming up and my granddaughter and all of that, and it was very important for me to get a toilet here before my granddaughter got here. That was the top of my list. If we didn't have no decorations or nothing here and just was eating groceries and just hanging out, and I was able to pull that together with some help from the fan, and so that was a big stress load. And with him being able to not be a part of those two big projects, we could have used him, trust me. That was some big projects too. It was back to back to back big projects. I definitely could have used him, but it was more valuable for him to be able to branch off and start working on the road. Which is a big project too.
I mean, look at the road now.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, we're right here a couple days away, and I'm almost done with it.
Yeah, and we got a septic tank, a toilet, and the road's almost done, and Come On Campground
and the campground. I forgot about the campground.
I mean, we have knocked out a lot of stuff this month. I mean, we've been hitting on all cylinders, guys, all cylinders. And
whoa, oh man.
Ryder, come on.
Holy smokes, come on in.
You just scared Mike to death.
Ryder jumped straight into the window, guys.
I'm telling you guys, around here, if you stop for a second, that joker thinks it's time to snuggle. He literally just jumped from the ground up into the window of the truck in one leap. That's some ups.
That's some ups.
Oh, Ryder, you crazy.
He scared the tar.
You got dust all over your nose. You've been hunting, ain't you? Yeah.
Nose to the ground, man.
Yeah. Show him in the camera. Look at all the dust.
Look
on
at his nose, guys.
He been hunting. He been hunting out there. It's dusty out here, guys. It is dry.
Positive we were able to get everything done without the weather, because that weather really messes you up. Can't really run the tractor. Negative dust fest.
Yeah. There's a catch-22, man. You know, you like a little bit of rain to keep the dust down, but then the rain stops you from being able to box blade and stuff like that efficiently. It's been a whirlwind. It's been a month.
Man,
it's been a month, but I feel like we've done well, and you know, it ain't gonna stop, guys. There's still another month.
Yeah.
This coming up month, as soon as this party's over with, I mean, like, it ends on Monday, and come Tuesday, it's back at it. I'll be putting up walls and framing. We're gonna start in the tiny house right here. And I'm excited about that. This is going to be a long one, guys. We are making that. This is a long. I ain't done a 20-something minute keeping it real in a minute. But my son's here.
Yep.
And he's going to be helping with the projects, and he's looking forward to it. And I am looking forward to working with my son again. Me and my son has done a lot of home renovating and all kinds of stuff. But I've been teaching him since he was like 10 years old. He was right there with me learning how to do all of this.
How long has it been since you did a real project with Levi?
Over 3 years.
Yeah.
Over 3 years since, I would say right around the time I got divorced. When I was still in Florida, he would come over and help, but he didn't do really big projects with me. The last decent sized project he did with me is when I built that, the shed and the outdoor kitchen area, storage and stuff at my Florida homestead. Okay. He helped me build that whole building, and that was like a 12 by 15 or something like that. Decent sized little building.
Ryder is shedding.
Yeah, it's all that. It's dryness. So I haven't done a big, significant project with my son in a while. He's helped me out here, there, but every time he's came here, it's rained.
Right.
And
every single time.
Yeah. So we ain't been able to do nothing. So he's chomping at the bits. He's ready to do a project with his dad, and his dad's ready to do a project with him. That's just some of that father-son bonding stuff that there's no words for it. Yep. You know, that's the stuff that he's going to remember whenever I pass on, you know, and I can't wait to see him do that with his children, you know. So yeah, looking forward to it. But that's also going to help get things done a lot more. But having him and my granddaughter here this month also, though, is going to be good for me because it's going to force me to stop.
Yeah.
And because I got a lot on my plate right now, and my tendency is when I got a lot on my plate, I just attack, and I don't stop, and I have to be made to stop. And so with my granddaughter here, I'm gonna have to stop.
I mean, the best way to clear a plate's to get at it.
Yeah. So with my granddaughter here, though, I don't want to just work. I really want to be present and do some fun things with them and all of that. Having Lissa and Serenity and all of them here is going to help with that, because on the days that I do need to get some stuff done, they'll be able to play and stuff like that, and I don't have to worry about my granddaughter so much, you know. But I do want to take them to the water park. There's a water park about an hour and something away from here. I want to do a water park day with them. If I don't get my boat running, I would like to rent a boat and take Levi fishing, and you know, and then some lake days and you know, stuff like that. Just little odds and ends things in the evenings. Have nice little dinners with s'mores, and you know, just make it very memorable for her. This is her first summer that she gets to go, and she's finally old enough to come and stay with Papa for a length of time,
right?
You know, instead of just a weekend or two, you know. So I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a good time,
man. And Levi's going to have his hands full 2 days, guys. He's going to be riding with 4 kids all the way across the country.
Yeah, and Mike's working on all of that right now. His mom's going to meet Levi and stuff and get them all situated. And and just so you know, too, guys, Levi would do it for free, but Mike is compensating him for it because it's saving him some money. With renting cars and a lot of time doing a round trip back to Florida. We're talking about 32 hours, you know what I mean? It's a lot. So Mike decided, instead of just Levi's already coming right in the exact same area, and instead of spending all that money to rent a car and all that other stuff, to just kind of shift it to Levi and kind of help him out, because he's going to be up here for a month and not working and stuff like that, and he's got, you know, a little bit of bills himself. You know, he's a young man, you know, got a little bit of jingle that he's required to make, you know. And he does have his landscaping business that I left him still going, and he's got it set up to where some of his buddies are going to take care of that for him, and he's going to pay them, but he's still going to make a little jingle on that too. So, you know, that's how he's able to actually do this trip. And you know, Daddy's going to help too a little bit. Daddy's actually financing the trip up here, and so that way all the money that he gets from him, he can just pocket. So I'm gonna get him a room. I don't want him driving straight through or nothing crazy like that. It's about a 16-hour trip, so
it's much easier to stop at the halfway point.
I told him do 8 hours, find a decent room, give me a call. I'll call and pay for the room. I'll cash out some money for dinner and all that other stuff. So it's all worked out. Wow, this is like a full feature video right here, 28 minutes. I was just going to show you all the road, and there we go. We started chatting. But I'm glad I could kind of give you all the updates, guys, of where we're at with everything. It's definitely going to be a busy one, and it is go time. I'm glad that my baby made it back safe. She had a lot of delays and stuff and did not get back home until 3 o'clock this morning. And
that's
guys,
so crazy.
You want to talk about a worker? She was at work at 8 o'clock this morning.
Hazel's a beast.
Yeah, getting it done. She's already at work and in good spirits and ready to start chomping at the stuff that she needs to get done. And remember, I told y'all guys one of the main things that attracted me to Hazel was she's very caring, and all the stuff she's got going on and everything else. She said that, asked me how my mom was doing and everything like that, and then said that she's gonna go there and check on my mom this week as well.
That's so amazing.
You know what I mean? So that kind of tells you what type of woman she is, and the reason why she puts the smile on my face that y'all see. All right, guys, almost 30 minutes. We need to get off here and get at it, because this junk ain't gonna do itself, unfortunately.
Man.
I wished it was magic, but it's really not. We got to get to work, guys. All right, I hope everybody has a great productive day. It is Tuesday. We are starting to chip away at the week, guys. Do something nice for somebody. Do something nice for yourself today. And Ryder says, bye.
Get back to work.
All right, guys, keep it real.